Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement, things will be alright, so quit your worrying. I get it, the odds seem stacked back against the wall, but even consider it such, know you'll stand tall. Sat and watch from the sidelines one too many times. Wicked games we play make me wanna lose my mind. Found solitude knowing it'll be over soon. Ever need a boost, count on me for the 1-2. Trouble don't last when the tough get.
Good morning, my lovies. I'm sick, so this is from yesterday. They're back in the tent, and I'm going to react to it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm sorry that my voice sounds so ridiculous, but we're just going to have to deal with it. I love you guys. Enjoy.
The day before, and I felt coerced that day. Buff said he wasn't going to do anything like that to me again, and he did. Over and over and over again, put me in uncomfortable positions, you know, doing things that are very evil.
No, nothing Buff did was evil. Buff held your feet to the fire over all of the lies you've told all these years, specifically about having cancer, and you didn't like it because you got caught. You still couldn't even admit that you not only flat out lied and said you had cancer, but you thought you did. That doesn't make any sense. And if you thought you did, then why would you carry on for 3 years trying to figure out if you did or not? It doesn't work like that. And anybody that's had cancer or had a loved one with cancer would know that. So you weren't fooling anyone. And all Buff did was call you out on it. And you still couldn't admit to it because you're a selfish, stubborn witch.
Toward someone, pushing them, reminding them of traumatic events, trying to break up a couple. I mean, all these evil fucking things. And I
How did he try to break up a couple exactly? Like you and Rev? Why? Because Rev was agreeing with him? Yeah, Shanny, you did make it sound like that. Yeah, Shanny, you did say that. Yeah, Shanny, you did do that. Which pissed you off because you wanted him to be your little fucking, pat you on the back and tell you that you were right, and it didn't work out that way. Because Rev knew he was doing this for money and that he made an agreement with Buff to do so. You're the one who can't be honest about a goddamn thing in your life.
I just didn't want to do that anymore to myself. Like, why am I doing this? Everyone sees my video. You know what's going on. If you believe me or not, I don't give a fuck. My life is my life. And to have my words cherry-picked and thrown in my face is just wrong.
No, lying is wrong, actually. Lying to thousands of people about how hard your life is and how you were so sick you couldn't get up the steps. Isn't it funny how none of that was true? How many years you held on to that? I can't move. I'm so sick. Rev, go beg for money for us. Pathetic.
It's just wrong. And I'm just not going to deal with it. I'm not going to go and relive past traumas that I've already gone to therapy for, just to relive it, get triggered, and do something incredibly stupid to myself.
Do something incredibly stupid to yourself like what, Shannon? Because if you're going to say that you're a self-harmer, I'm going to call you a fucking liar. Because I know all about self-harm. All about it. Personally, learned about it in college, learned about it throughout my jobs, learned about it. You are not a self-harmer. And I hate to say that anyone isn't when they are, but this woman is not, and I can promise you that.
Mental health comes first. Obviously, people like Buff and his audience do not seem to understand that mental health comes first. They want to try to trigger someone in the most cruelest, heinous, personal ways. And people like that don't deserve my attention. They don't deserve my dignity, my integrity. They don't deserve an honest the truth, because all they're going to do is twist things and turn them into lies anyway. And that's all it was. It was just a bunch of excuses for a bunch of narcissistic people who enjoy seeing others hurt to come together and bully one person. Well,
She's gonna say, well, two people, me and Rev. Then why did you do it again? You've already done this, so why did you do it again if you knew what you were getting yourself into? Why? Oh, that's right, because it was for money, which you desperately need. And you rage quit like a coward. You can give it out, but you can't take it back. That's your problem.
two people. And then try to break up every single relationship the person has. And I look at that behavior and it sickens me, because I'm not a perfect person. I have a lot of flaws, but I'm moving on with my life. And I think that's what matters most, is where you are now, not where you were a few years ago when you were at your very worst.
Bitch, you're in a tent. You're in a tent. This is you at your best? You at your best would be scrambling for a job to bring some money in, even if you had to live every night in a tent until you could get your own hotel rooms. That would be you at your best, not sitting around in a tent feeling sorry for yourself.
I'm not at my very worst. I'm actually at my very best at this point in my life. And I don't need to be reminded of that shit. And I don't think it's fair that anyone gets reminded over very hurtful situations where they weren't right in the mind. And, a lot of people, why don't you mention this stuff? Because I wasn't right in the mind. And I shouldn't have to explain myself to strangers over the internet just because they perceive something that isn't.
You weren't in your right mind when you gave your kids up to CPS because you took Rev back after he assaulted your child. You weren't at your best when you lied about having cancer and how it's just that bad, guys. I'm that bad. You were having mental problems when you were putting your hands all over Jason and then playing the victim. You were at your worst then. Mental illness. Stop using that as an excuse. All of us struggle with some kind of mental illness or some kind of PTSD or some kind of trauma. It does not excuse our behavior. You are 40-something years old. Grow the fuck up and get control over yourself. And if you can't, get some help. You have Medicaid. You have no excuses. None.
It's just evil thinking, I think, in the long run. Jason was already done. He didn't want to deal with it either. We were both like, I'm done. We looked at each other like, I'm fucking done. What we did, it was actually putting the shirt over my head, because it was a very humiliating thing. I've never seen or heard a therapist even do something like that. They don't do that. In fact, it's a lie that they do that type of shit.
You're correct. That is not a common practice in therapy. But the whole point of it was for Jason to be asked a question and not have you staring down his neck to answer it correctly, which you have done for years. Rev could never say how he really felt about anything, because if it wasn't what you wanted him to say, he would get hell for it or start a fight, and that's what Buff was trying to prove. So if you're not smart enough to get that, you got it now.
And that was like, this guy isn't here for my well-being. Like, he comes to you to try to put a show together. He comes to you like he cares. He comes to you like he's going to help you. He really doesn't at the end. He really doesn't. He screws you over. That's what these charlatans like doing, is they'll screw you over at the end. And yeah, we were screwed over again by him. So, all I'm saying is, like, this type of thing that people do where they nitpick and cherry pick everyone's mistakes and try to throw it in their face is really dumb. It's really stupid. There's more important things that we could be focusing on. Like, if you focused all that energy on like people like Jeffrey Epstein or people who actually need, like, in, you know, Trump and, you know, the things that's happening in the Middle East, if you put that energy in there instead of trying to nitpick someone to death, you know, you might have something, but you really don't have anything. And you didn't put me in a spiral, because I knew it was like, this is enough. I'm not going to put myself in a spiral where I end up hurting myself. I'm not going to do that to myself.
Oh, more manipulation tactics about self-harm. No, what Buff did was he held you accountable for shit you will never take accountability for. He asked the hard questions that everyone else has asked you, but you were on the spot and you had to answer it, and you still couldn't be honest about it. Well, I thought I had cancer. If I thought I had cancer right now, you know how fast I would be at my doctor's office? Not over a 3-year term, I'll tell you that much.
That's why I left, because mental health comes first.
Mental health comes first when you agree to go stay in a hotel and get TTSs of horrible questions asked by people that you don't want to answer because you love to run and hide from everything that you have to take accountability for. When was mental health first when you decided that this was a good idea to do a second time?
So, I enjoyed my time at the hotel with my friends. I did not enjoy it every time I was live because it was just another nitpicking thing where, you know, I've said sorry a billion times and it still wasn't good enough.
You didn't say I'm sorry a million times. You said, I'm sorry it came off like that. I'm sorry you guys thought that, which is like, I'm sorry I made you feel that way. I'm sorry you feel that way. It's like the non-apology apology. You weren't sorry. You were misspoken, right? You're a liar.
You know, I've admitted to stuff a billion times. It still isn't good enough. And I'm just done watching and seeing the same clips over and over again that I've watched for years over and over again and admitted to the things that happened. You know, I've said several times I misspoke. You know, I said that several times, but it's still not good enough with these people. It's you're this, you're this, you're...
Excuse me. Saying you have breast cancer is not misspeaking. Saying they found a lump in your breast and had a biopsy, which never happened, is not misspeaking. Saying that your white blood count was too low and that's why you have cancer. It's too high, you stunod. That's not misspeaking. That's lying and trying to weasel your way out of getting caught in that lie.
Well, fuck you. I don't give a fuck what you have to say. The fact that they make big giant shows and celebratories over literally putting someone in a corner, making them feel uncomfortable, and completely humiliating them is not a good look to society as a whole, especially when society is falling apart. You know, people need to start coming together and not treating each other like they're fucking garbage because they did something in their past that they're not proud of, or they misspoke, or, you know, anything regarding someone's past. Like, even if I knew someone killed someone, I still wouldn't treat someone like that. I still, you know, have enough empathy to, you know, try to understand the person instead of just pointing fucking fingers at the person like they're nothing.
Oh, Shanny is such an empath, guys. She would never judge someone who unalived someone. She would want to know why they unalived them with her caring, empathetic self. You are a sociopath. You do not have any empathy in your soul, ma'am.
And, that's just how I feel. You know, I don't think U.S. citizens should have the right to interrogate someone who misspoke, who said things, you know. who felt terrible about, alluding to such things because they were in such a fucking mental health crisis because their health was failing them and they didn't know what was going on.
You're impossible. You were having a mental health crisis because you didn't know what was going on with your health, so you just made up cancer. If you truly believed that you had cancer, then you would have been at every doctor appointment. You would have, and they give transportation. Medicaid provides transportation, you stunad. But, so you didn't even need money for Ubers, but we all know that was just for rugs and Delta 8 and whatever else you guys do. But stop denying it.
It really bothers me because, everyone goes through these moments in their life where they freak the fuck out and they're weaker at those times. But to be nitpicked about it, to try to put and induce shame onto someone is pathetic. I don't give a fuck if someone thinks I'm a narcissist. I'm not, but...
Oh, the fuck you're not a narcissist, Shannon. Everything is about you. If someone else is sick, I'm sick too. If someone else has cancer, I have cancer too. If someone, no matter what, it's all about you. And guess what? Narcissists don't know that they're narcissists. Did you know that, Miss Psychology? They don't know that they're narcissists. So you can't say that you're not one because you would have no idea. But I'm here to tell you that you are.
I don't give a fuck if they do either. And honestly, I don't think they honestly think I'm a narcissist, because why would you fuck with a narcissist knowing they're a narcissist? That's kind of fucking dumb, don't you think? Kind of dangerous,
Dangerous how? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You ain't gonna do shit to me or anybody else that was in that audience. You're not scary. You're just a liar and a narcissist, and everyone can see it. So try that again.
They just want to go and have an excuse to have this continual angle to bully and humiliate someone in their life. And that shows their character. Because I wasn't exposed at all. Everything was on video the way it should be. They expose themselves and what kind of persons they are. What kind of people they are, really. Because I'm not ashamed about my past. I'm not ashamed about the now. I'm not ashamed about my future. Because I know everything happened for a reason. Everything's going to happen for a reason. And everything is going to continue to be for a reason. It really put my focus on in what I should be doing with my life. And that's just focusing on God. While I was in the hotel, that's what we mostly were focusing on is God and, speaking the truth. Whoa, what's going on?
Has God told you to get a goddamn job yet? Because that's what you should have been doing in the hotel with the free Wi-Fi that you get through the hotel. You should have been looking for jobs, not laying around in bed all day and bitching about what Buff's going to ask you next. You should have been looking for a job or a place to stay or something. You did nothing. You focused on God. My ass.
I'm not worried about anything. I know there's people who care about me. I know there's a lot of people who understand what was going on during that time. And a lot of people just don't give a fuck about this nitpick fucking bullshit. And I want to thank everyone who's reached out to me and given me, words of support, because it does really mean a lot. Now, on to the good news. Our plans are pushing forward. You will probably not be seeing us for the next few weeks.
Oh, I highly doubt that, but que sera, sera. See ya, bitch. I couldn't care less about what your plans are. I don't think you have any plans, and if you did, I don't think you have the money to do it. I think you could have if you didn't bitch out and rage quit, but you'll be in this tent for a while.
Or more, maybe not. I'm not quite sure, but our plans are still pushing forward. We're still doing what we plan to do. And we got everything we need to get the plan started. So there's that good thing. Um, but as of now, yeah, I feel good I did what I did. Um, I don't feel bad over the things I've said. I don't feel bad over saying, you know, that's not what happened. Um, I'm not a, I'm not shameful over misspeaking about things either.
Stop saying you misspoke. No, you got called out for lying about a disease that has affected so much of us. You didn't give a shit. It's all about you and the sympathy you can grasp.
And them saying I did something when I didn't do it and that wasn't my intention is the lamest excuse to hate on someone ever.
I don't hate you, Shannon. I don't hate anybody on this planet. I don't even hate the stalker. I don't hate anybody, but you 1000% came online since 2019 and told people that you were diagnosed with cancer without saying I was diagnosed with cancer. You 1000% did that and your children and how you handled those two situations is why everybody can't stand you.
You hate me without a cause, and you're in danger of Raqqa for it. You're in danger of hellfire for that. And on Judgment Day, you're going to find that out. There's so many things that's happening in this world, and it's happening so fast. And instead, you're focused on me instead of focused on what's going on in the world. You know, you're more focused on one person than seeing the bigger picture. And I think that's what these reaction channels who focus on just a couple people at a time, I think that's their biggest flaw, is they're not looking at the big picture of things, and they refuse to look at someone in their humanity, and they refuse to humanize a person. Their constant goal is to dehumanize, and that shows you what kind of narcissistic pieces of shit they are.
Aside from my videos, Shannon, I still took your situation seriously and I still sent you guys endless resources that could have helped you out of this situation, and you completely ignored it. And you'll never tell anybody that I sent you those resources because I'm the evil Ella that's out of her mind. No, I just relay all your bullshit that you pull on people and call you a liar because you are. Own it. You're a liar. Work on that. Stop lying, and maybe that's what God wants you to do. Stop fucking lying. And then maybe people wouldn't hate you so much. Just a thought.
Is their constant need to dehumanize someone. Even though they said they'd do something different than that, they decided not to. They decided to, bullshit their way into saying things, and that's it. In all honesty, I don't suggest anyone trust that motherfucker, because he's not built to be a humanitarian. He's not a mental health advocate. He's nothing what he said he was. Because if you're a mental health advocate and you notice that someone's feeling uncomfortable and they're telling you, I feel uncomfortable doing this, and you continue to push, you're not a mental health advocate. You're trying to break someone's head. You're trying to break their mind. I don't have to explain anything I do. That's the truth of it.
Oh, so if I came on to my channel and told my whole audience that I had some rare form of cancer and I needed $10,000 in order to get the proper treatment, or I had 3 weeks to live, I wouldn't have to explain myself if that was all bullshit and a lie? That's what we're dealing with here. That's the reality. No, your personal life, no one has to, you don't have to talk about that to anybody, but you do. You come online every day and talk about it. You have public fights with Jason that you'll leave the whole stream playing. You put this shit out there, and then when people say, hey, Shanny, You lied about this. You said one thing and it was actually this. Then it's none of our business and how dare we even question you. It doesn't work like that. If you say it, stand on it. If you don't, then shut up or get caught lying. You always get caught lying. You suck at lying. You're not very intelligent as much as you think you are intelligent. You are not.
I don't have to explain my life. I don't have to reason. You know, I did what I did. If you like me or not, I don't give a fuck. Life is life. But what is inappropriate is to continually bully someone you don't like. That's the inappropriate thing. Like, that's all you focus on is bullying people. You know, I focus on far much more than that. You know, I actually look and see what's going on in this world. You know, I actually know that time is short. Jesus is coming soon, and he's given all the signs that he's coming soon, and no one's doing anything, but their mentality of how they treat people are getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Like, you could have an opinion about someone, but to go after them in real life and their personal life, that's another. Anyway. Yeah. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Peace. And Maranatha. Do better. Bullying's not going to change anyone. It's just going to hurt people. And it's going to cause people to get in trouble with Jesus at the end of the day. God said, if you forgive someone, you forgive them and you mention it no more. I've had my past thrown in me for going on 10 years now. I'm done having my past thrown at me because my past is my past. I can't change it. I can't make it into something else, but I can move forward. And that's my intention.
So that was from yesterday. I didn't get a chance to do the video yesterday because I was busy and then I got sick. So basically, I thought I'd throw this little Revy JC from Red Hook clip in because it's hysterical with that wig. I think that Buff did a great job. I don't think he was inappropriate at all. I think he was much nicer to them on this little excursion than he was on the last one. Not that he was mean on the last one, but he asked much more hard-hitting questions. And this time he was just asking for regular answers to what she said. That's not asking too much, to be honest, Shannon. That's not being cruel. That's not humiliating you. You humiliated yourself by lying and getting caught. Because you're bullshit. Oh, my white blood cells count was low, so that means I have cancer. Like, you made an ass out of yourself. And you have only yourself to blame. Not Buff, not anyone in the community, not anyone that watched it. He pulled it out of you, and you still could not apologize and say, I didn't know if I had cancer. I was worried I had cancer because it runs in my family, so I overreacted. But even that wouldn't be true, because really, in reality, what you wanted was, oh, Shanny, we're so sorry. Can we please send you $20 for, to DoorDash yourself some food? Or you did it for sympathy and money, and that's it. Anyone that knows anything about cancer is not going to wait 3 years to actually get it diagnosed. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. But don't worry, they're not going anywhere. There'll be plenty more of these videos, and if there's not, I have plenty throwback ones that are hysterical, and we'll just have fun with those. But I'm losing my voice. I don't have any more to give to you guys today. I'm so sorry. I'm drinking tea. I'm going to see if I can DoorDash myself something healthy or like something that will make my throat feel better, because I think I have strep. I'm not sure, but whatever. Send me money, guys. I am dying of strep. Someone, please. Please, my Venmo, my Cash App. I'm totally kidding. I hope you guys have a great weekend if I don't talk to you before tomorrow. And I hope it's beautiful out where you are, and I hope you guys have a great day, and I love you guys very much. Please hit the like on your way out if you enjoyed this little video, and I love you guys very much. And I have a lot of news for you guys relating to someone other than Shanny and Rev, and we'll get there today, so don't worry, I'll be back. Love you guys to death. Be back soon. Bye.
Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement.